One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Sun Devils will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Bulldogs offense will have the opening possession of the game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Now the play fake. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The short hands, it's Glover. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Looking to throw, it's Shapen. They're working that left side. Not a big window, and that throw was money. They've got it at the 30. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, accomplished.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Arizona State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before...
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. No Cam Scatterboo this season. Guys, he was the definition, all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who's not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it, showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
Setting up the screen. Across the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Yep. The stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's Brown. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Sun Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on first and goal. Catch in the middle, it's McClain. Touchdown, Arizona State! A great catch and run for 6.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term.
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
That's caught. It's Booth. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Mississippi State right back to the line. To the air, it's Chapin. Pressure coming. Running to Green. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught near the sticks, it's Thompson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The sure hands, it's Mosley. He's loose. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the air. It's Shapen. And the timing just a hair off.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. He'll pull it on the read. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Mississippi State going up tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Booth. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. A strike downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quick completion to the right.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Grab near the marker. It's McClain. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Grabbed in the middle, it's McClain. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They're in makeable field goal range. They can tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting.
And that's a live ball. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Racing to the right. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage too. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. That's caught. It's Williams. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Booth. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. There. with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at 39 before he goes out of bounds. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able.
Makes a grab deep. Flying down the right side. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona State.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And he'll step. the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Punt is on its way. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Chapin. Grab near the sticks. It's Glover. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of each.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. Touchdown, Bulldog. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab right down the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the big fella.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going up top again. Grab near the marker is Hamilton. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Levitt. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. no shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Thompson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Off the RPO, complete. Knocked down for the tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Chapin. They're setting up the screen. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Makes a grab past the marker. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense, it just gave you a good stop. They need another one for you.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Shapen. Here's the pressure. Finds his man, it's Williams. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. And you could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Going to try to get it himself. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Motion from the wideout. The give on the inside. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get line of scrimmage. Rides to the back and leaves it. Turning on the Jets. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. And the Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And this offense just can't get out of their own way. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Jesse, you have to take better care of the football. They're turning this thing over like they're a nonprofit.
Yeah, this thing goes back to football 101, though. 5 points of pressure. Everybody who touches the football. Forget about X's and O's and schemes and personnel groupings. You just have to do the fundamental things correctly, and it is killing them in this game.
This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Wide open spaces. Lowers those pads. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Sun Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the back. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to throw. It's Shapen. Get it out on the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Firing deep. He's got it on the outside. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught close to the marker. It's Reese. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Extra grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Reese. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw again. Under fire. He makes a grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got the tight end. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Back to pass, it's Shapen. Moves around to clear up the vision. And down he goes back at the 3. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Rushes on him. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Everything going their way right now. Last drive they score, special teams goes out, they execute the onside kick. You need a touchdown now. Can your offense deliver for you here late in the game?
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He wants a big play here late. He's got it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And that touchdown was huge, but you can't celebrate too long. To finish the deal, you got to have the 2-point conversion to tie the game. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. And he will be sacked. And here in the 4th quarter, they were trying to tie it, and they cannot. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
And I would say this is one of the hardest things to do in football. When you know an onside kick is coming, you're not going to get it very often, but they perform it, and they got a chance to go down the field now and go win this game.
Bring in the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Got to find a completion on this one. And the ball's out, and they're after it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
Thanks so much for...